All right, I wanted to show you this scanner that I received. This was a donation from a company called Czur, CZUR, and it is a page scanner. I've seen this reviewed by other people, and it seemed like it would be a valuable thing to have. I have a flatbed scanner, but this one does scanning very fast, and it does it 2 pages at a time. And if you have a giant book like the ARL handbook, you're not going to put this on a page scanner, but I can use it under this scanner just fine. So it comes in a super fancy box. It looks like an Apple product. So it has a whole bunch of accessories. It comes with the scanner, comes with an additional light source that I'll show later on. Comes with a push button switch. So there's a push button switch here. So every time you scan, you can push the button. Or it comes with a foot switch. So you can push on the foot switch and it triggers. And also in the software, you can set it up such that when you flip a page and you remove your hand, it automatically scans it. So you don't even need to push a button. You just keep flipping pages. So that's pretty cool. So it has a built-in light source up on top here. All right, so I turned off the room light so you can see that it's illuminating the book. The book's kind of washed out now, but it has the light source from down here. Now, if you have a book that has a shiny cover, or you're taking a picture of a shiny photograph or something, you get a specular reflection, and you want a grazing angle. So you can turn off this light, and then you can turn on this light. And does that really show up on the camera? I guess it would be. It comes in at an angle, and so you can use either one. So we can go back to the main light here. Turn off that one. So that's really handy. Now the cool thing about the light on the back is that it's magnetically attached. So you can store that away when you're not using it, and then it just pops on and by magnet. So yeah, super cool. I'll put that over here. So it comes with this rubber mat. It needs a black background to work nicely, and we'll kind of demonstrate why that's true. But it has a black mat in it. So I think that's about all you really need to know about the scanner. It's pretty basic. It's pretty lightweight. It doesn't weigh much. It is a bit bulky. So you need to figure out some place to store it. I have a small little house, so I need to find some place to locate it. Turn the room lights. Let's say I don't want to turn the room lights back on because when you're scanning, you really want to only have one light source. It makes it more even. It was designed for that light source, so the color temperature and everything is great with that light source. So we'll go ahead and fire up some software, and we'll show you how it works. All right, so here is our scanning software, and we can click on this button down here, so scan, and we should find our book here, and you can see that it has a line here. So you can do a single page at a time or facing pages. So in a book, you want facing pages, so you can put the book so that the center line here goes through the book. And then that will work good. So let's do kind of a demo here. Let's what is this? AN 47. So this is app note 47 out of the Linear Technologies. This is a National Semiconductor. So this is a particular thing. All right. So we have it set up here, and I want to be scanning in black and white. And so I have that set up here. I'm doing facing pages, all right? And I am going to push the button, and it automatically scans it. And over here, you can see that it's broken it up into page 1, page 2. So it has a JPEG of this page, a JPEG of this page. So it automatically found the center. You don't have to be exactly on here. There's kind of a gray or an orange band here. As long as the crease kind of happens somewhere in there, it'll figure it out. And let's go ahead and turn the page. We'll scan this one. And there's a little light. You know when it's done scanning. You know when you can turn the page. And it's going to be pretty quick. And hardest part is getting your fingers between the pages on this book. Oh well, that's good enough. Okay, we'll just do that much. All right, so now we have a whole bunch of things. Now we're going to go back, and we can take a look at them. So here's the front page, scan 1, scan 2. You can see that it takes out all of the distortion of the curly pages. It actually projects a laser beam, three or four laser beams across the page, and it looks at the curvature of the page, and then does a bunch of correction and makes that good. Now let's say you've scanned what you want here, okay? And you can select all of them, and then you can come down and you can say, okay, I want to make a PDF, and you say, okay, good, and you can say this is app note. What is this? App note 74. So we'll say app note 74. And we'll say save. So now it's going ahead and making a PDF. And you can see here that it's created a PDF with all these pages. So yeah, it worked really good. Now the cool thing you can also do is you can do a searchable PDF. And so it'll do OCR on this thing, right? Or you can say, okay, well, what I want to do is I actually want I want to write an article on this page here. So we will unselect all of these, and we have this one page that we're interested in here, and we can say, okay, we're going to export it as a Word document, all right? And we'll do AN74, and it will scan the page and then create a Word document, and you can see that it's actually created text. We can actually go in and edit the text, and it's separated the little pictures and everything. So yeah, it's pretty nice software, just for the OCR stuff. So so I showed you this two-page stuff. Let's go to a single flat page, and I'll show you a demo of that because it's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and put this in. All right, and so I don't know if you saw it, but it automatically finds where it is. You don't have to put it in the square. It automatically finds out where everything is. Now we can turn on color here, and we can take a scan of that, and it creates a color JPEG of that. You can see here though that we're getting this specular reflection. All right, so let me put in that other light source, and we will turn that on, and you can see now that we have that light coming in at an angle. We're no longer getting that specular reflection any longer. And we do a scan on that one. It's gonna turn out great. And we can go back. We can so here's the one with the specular, and here's the one that doesn't have the specular. So that's very handy if you have a shiny book like this one here. So anyway, what else can I say? You can crop, you can do editing and stuff on it. You can do all sorts of things here. You can save in all sorts of different modes. You can rotate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The other thing you can do with this is you can go to a visual mode, and you can create a movie. So right down here it says, please start video recording. So you can record the video. So you could actually use this. Let me turn the other light source on because I think it would be better. So you could also be talking about certain things. Now these are going to be blown out because they're too bright. But I think it works best with the printed page. Okay, so this would be great. Maybe you want to draw on it and use it kind of like a overhead projector. And you could also stream this live, right? Or create a YouTube video or whatever, right? So it is pretty cool that way. So you can see this is a demonstration of it scanning the ARRL handbook, all right, which is a very large and big and heavy book. And you could, oh, I have it in color mode here. Let me go back to black and white. Scan it in black and white. And we'll go back, take a look at the pages that it scans. So yeah, they come out really, really super crisp and nice and white, and they're very rectilinear. So it's great. The way that I find I like to use this thing is I'll capture all of these images. So now I have these huge amounts of JPEGs and everything. And I'll create the JPEG or the PDF that I want and everything. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to select all these things and I'm going to say delete. So I just delete all of the JPEGs so they don't fill up my hard disk, and I just save the JPEG or the PDF that I'm interested in, or whatever I'm interested in. I'll only save those. I'll export those, like in a Word or whatever, and then I'll kill all of those intermediary images just to clear up my disk space. So yeah, it seems to be pretty cool. I think it'll be really useful for, like I said, for big books like this ARL. Another YouTuber, I forget which one, had one of these scanners, and they were scanning in old HP service manuals. The HP service manuals had those big fold-out schematics and stuff, and they were using a scanner like this to do all of those documents, to get them out of paper space and into electronic space, so that you can throw away all your books. Every chance I get, I try to scan in important things and then throw all the paper away. I did that with all my 35mm slides. I bought a slide scanner, scanned in all the slides and then threw the slides away. So anyway, if you're interested in this product, I'll put a link down below. And I think they offer several different models. This model is the, oh gosh, what is it now? It's the, let me tip it over so I read it off right. This is the ET16 Plus, all right? And I think it's kind of their intermediate one. I think they have a fancier one than this, and I think they have a not so fancy one. But this is the ET16 Plus, and yeah. Give it a thumbs up. It's pretty good.